my time. Suitcases, husbands, but you're the first that's come because they've lost their children, Mrs.
Hardly, and they are not my children. Prosper and Boniface are my late sister's sons.
Unusual names.
My late sister had a fondness for anything peculiar. When she died 3 months ago, I applied for custody of Beau. Prosper got upset, acting like a lunatic. Everything I found out so far indicates that Prosper has brought Beau here, to Venice.
To Venice?
Mr. Getz, I would like to put you in charge of the search for the boys.
But what makes you so sure they've come to Venice?
It's their mother's fault. She told them stories about magical things in this infernal city. My sister could talk about these things in a way that almost made me believe her. Mr. Getz, will you take the case on?
Yes, I'll take it. They look a little too young to be coping on their own. Well, leave me your address and telephone number, and we'll talk about my fee. Prosper and Boniface are 2 orphans that have run away from their Aunt Esther to the city of Venice.
There they meet Scipio, a boy who calls himself the Thief Lord and lives by stealing.
When Scipio receives an offer, he can't refuse.
Marvel and mystery surround the children in The Thief Lord
by Cornelia Funk. Hey, Brap.
Hey, Skip. What's the deal this time?
He'll be bragging soon enough, Beau. Skip, when we were out today, we got offered a job.
No, you got offered a job, Skip.
A job for a thief? Interesting.
Well, I think that we should all go to...
Prosper, what do you think?
Well, even though you're the Thief Lord, I don't really trust him.
So what? It'll be easy for you. And I'll go with you, right, Skip?
Whoa, stop talking such nonsense.
But you'll take me with you, right, Skip?
Shut up, Riccio.
Of course, Riccio. Where will I meet the clients?
At the church in St. Mark's Square.
Everyone in Venice comes to St. Mark's Square at least once a day. Why shouldn't that be true about runaway children?
Listen, I don't want to show up to this meeting with my whole entourage, so Prosper, you're with me.
But you said you'd take me with you
Maybe
this time,
next time,
Scipio.
Riccio.
One shouldn't wear a mask in church.
And one shouldn't talk about theft at a confessional, but that's why we're here, isn't it?
So you really are the thief. I can see you're very young.
And you're very old. Does age matter in this transaction?
You must forgive my surprise at your age.
In my line of business, a small body may be an advantage, Count.
Well, since you call yourself the Thief Lord, I assume you have already entered some of the noble houses of the city without ever being caught.
Why, of course.
Sounds like we're in business. The house you'll visit for me is on the Campo Santa Margherita, number 11. It belongs to a Signora Ida Spavento, and you are to steal a wooden wing.
Yeah, that's all fine, but let's talk about my payment.
Your reward will be 5 million lira, payable on delivery.
We have a deal.
Remember this well. We will meet at the Misericordia, a small island in the north of the city. I wish you luck, Thief Lord.
Damn.
Does that hurt?
What?
Those claws, of course.
No, when the birds flutter around me, I imagine I might take off and so on. Do you like pigeons?
No, my brother says you can get worms if you touch them. What is food on your shoulder?
Vermin!
What?
Nothing. What's your name?
Me? Beau. What's yours?
Victor. Aren't you a little bit young to be walking alone in these crowds?
But it's... My friends are here, and my brother. We look out for each other.
Is that your friend over there by the fountain? I live in a hotel by the Grand Canal. And you?
In a movie theater.
What's it called?
The Stella.
That's a nice thing. What do you say, Beau? Should we have an ice cream over there at the cafe?
Ice cream? Wait, I'm not supposed to go anywhere with strangers. Not without my big brother.
Yes, that's very smart of you, but... Oh, I've got to go. It was nice of you to chat with me, okay?
That man over there, I know him. He works for the tourists, looking for handbags and wallets. He almost caught me once. They call him Victor the Snoop.
The pigeon man was called Victor.
What? Did he ask you any questions?
He asked me my name.
Hey, did you tell him? What else did you tell him?
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
Dottore Massimo is right this way.
Thank you. Good day, dear Dottore.
Good day.
I had a few questions about your theater.
Father, I think the cat's sick.
Scipio, can't you see that I have a visitor? Can't you knock? To hell with your stupid cat. I'm sorry for my insolent son. Please continue.
Yes, I'm writing an article about the city's movie theaters, and I would love to include the Stella.
Interesting. Naturally, you have my permission to look around, Miss Stella. Scipio, come help me find the key. You can manage to do that, I hope.
Yes, Father.
Oh, where do you think you're going? To warn your friends? That won't be necessary. I'm only interested in the 2 brothers.
You want Snoop? This isn't the end of this. I'll find you.
the money we have left.
Wait a second. I have an idea.
And I have a better one.
Prosper, Bo, come out, wherever you are. What?
That will teach you to mess with the thief lord. Keep him tied up here and I'll be back in a few hours. And don't listen to a word he says.
Well.
What's that supposed to mean?
Spit it out.
I don't answer to thieves.
No, Skip does the stealing and we do only the planning. You could never catch the thief lord, even if you tried 100 times.
I bet I could tell you where your Scipio stole all of those things.
So it was in all the newspapers. That's no big deal.
The newspapers? You probably mean the break-in at the Palazzo Contarini. Did Scipio tell you he did that?
What's that supposed to mean?
Forget what I said. But tell me one thing. Bo said you were going to come into a lot of money soon. You're not planning on doing something stupid, are you?
Bo, you don't have to talk to him anymore.
We're getting around the house.
Bo!
You want to break in somewhere? Are you crazy? What's going to happen to the little one if the authorities catch you?
Scipio knows what he's doing.
Why don't you take a little trip to the Fondamenta Bellani number 223? That's where you'll learn the truth about your thief lord.
Fondamenta Bellani, how do we know it's not a trick?
As if. Just go see for yourself. Kidnapped by children? I'm getting too old for this job. Pay attention. This is my promise. Esther will not hear anything from me, not unless I hear about strange break-ins over the next few weeks. You can count on it. Your friend, Victor.
Hey, Skip.
Who's at the door, Scipio?
Is that your dad, Skip? You got a mom, too?
Don't stare at me like that. I can explain. I would have told you soon enough anyway.
Why don't you just explain it to us now?
I can explain tonight. Tonight. I'll get away tonight.
Stop it, Skip. Just stop it. You've never stolen anything in your life, have you? All that loot. It was from here, wasn't it? Thief loot. God, it was so stupid. Let's go.
With broken hearts, Prosper, Bo, and Riccio return to the Stella to find not their prisoner, but the note he left behind. Prosper decides to comply with Victor's demands, but as he falls asleep, Bo and Riccio set out to steal the wing.
Where's Bo? Bo, we're leaving. Now.
No, I'm staying.
What are you doing? What are you doing? This is my job.
The wing.
I don't quite recall being invited to.
Please don't shoot.
Oh, I don't really intend to shoot. The one time I leave the house, you should be grateful I didn't call the police.
Please don't.
What is it you're after anyway?
The wing?
You're really very young for a bunch of thieves. What do you know about the wing? Someone asked us to steal it. Someone? Who?
We're not gonna tell you.
Scipio, what are you doing?
Now we're gonna leave with the wing. And you're not gonna call the police. Because if you do...
That's enough! That thing doesn't work anyway. And now give me back my wing. Now tell me, who asked you to steal the wing? You tell me the name and I'll tell you why he's asking you to steal a piece of wood.
He calls himself the Count.
The Count? Very well. Have you heard the story of the Merciful Sisters? Long ago, a rich merchant gave a carousel as a gift to the orphanage of the Merciful Sisters. Rumors began to spread that magical things were happening behind the orphanage's walls. People said that a few turns on the carousel would make adults out of children, and children out of adults. But after only a few weeks, the carousel disappeared! One thing was left behind.
The wing.
Precisely. It was discovered by one of the sisters and she kept it in the loft of the orphanage. And that's where I found it many, many years later.
So this carousel can turn me into an adult.
You know, senor, if this wing does belong to that carousel, then you have no use for it here.
How about a little deal? I won't call the police and I'll let you have the wing. In return, you'll tell me where the carousel's been hidden.
I think we should take our deal. It's very fair and we get our money.
Stop it, Skip. You just go back to that fancy house you live in. Us real orphans don't want to play with the thief lord anymore.
I am never going back. I would rather be an orphan than live with my father.
Can't we just stop fighting until we get this over with? Senor Spavento, you got yourself a deal.
I'm connecting your call.
Thank you.
Hello?
Mrs. Hartley, my findings are sadly quite clear. The little boy is no longer in the city, nor is his brother.
I know the search must be difficult, but
You
I
must
really...
understand, I was already hot on their heels. Much to my regret, I have learned the boys have stowed away on a ferry that comes here regularly.
And where, may I ask, is the boat going?
China.
Nonsense. I refuse to believe it. I will find them myself if I have to turn the whole city upside down.
Has it not occurred to you The two of them only ran away because you wanted to separate Bo from his brother.
How dare you use that tone of voice with me? I'll, get Bo a dog, and then you'll see how quickly he forgets his big brother.
Do you even like children?
Children in general? No, not really. They're so fidgety and loud and have no idea what's actually important.
Well, it must be a miracle then, that such useless creatures grow into something as great, reasonable as you. Don't you think?
Salve! Let's do this quickly, shall we?
No.
That's it! Do you wish to count the money, Thief Lord?
Seems to be all there.
Buon ritorno, safe return, and best luck for the future. At last, the missing piece! With this I will finally be able to mend the carousel. Who knows the power it holds? If even half of the rumors are true, it's a great amount. When I reach the Isola Segreta tomorrow, the carousel of the Merciful Sisters will at last be mine.
What? Your count is taking you for a ride. This money's not real.
But it looks real to me.
I'm sorry, it's all counterfeit.
Nobody cheats the Thief Lord. We have to go back. Either he gives us the money, real money this time, or he lets me take a ride in the carousel. It's on that island. I'm sure it is.
Wait, you don't actually believe that story, do you, Scipio?
Prosper, I want to ride the carousel. Come with me. What have you got to lose?
Buongiorno, gentlemen. Thief Lord, I apologize for the fake money. I would have had no other way to pay you. I'm actually not very rich.
Scipio, who is this? It's the Count. The carousel worked.
At your service, Thief Lord. You see, I was born into servitude, but now I have back what I have been missing all of these years, my childhood. But you're from a noble family, aren't you? If you have no reason to ride the carousel, why are you here? If it's the money you want, I haven't got it.
I hate it. My parents treat me like I'm too stupid to put my own pants on. I want to ride the carousel.
Then I will take you to the carousel. Here we are. Are you sure you won't change your mind?
No, I'm ready. Off we go.
Jump off!
Scipio? Prosper. It worked. Stubble! Prosper, it actually worked.
After his transformation, Scipio runs away, and although the children search and search, they aren't able to find him. Prosper even asks Victor for help on finding the adult Scipio, but they have no luck, until one day.
Hey, Victor.
Scipio, I didn't recognize you. In your hat?
Yes, must be the hat, of course.
You should really check in on your old friends sometime. Ida's thinking of adopting them.
Really? Victor, what do adults do all day?
Oh, you know, work, eat, pay the bills, sleep.
Victor, I just had the most brilliant idea.
Yes?
Well, you're not really all that young anymore.
If you mean I'm not a child trapped in a grown-up body, well, you're damn right.
Don't be silly. But you've been a detective for years now, and don't your feet ache sometimes after chasing people for hours? Just think about how hard it was to keep up with us.
I'd rather not.
But imagine this. Imagine if you had someone to do all this sticking out for you. Someone like me.
You want to work for me. You seem to think the job of a detective is filled with excitement and adventure, but really, it's not. Besides, I can't pay you much.
I don't need much.
You'll get bored.
We'll see.
Aren't there other options?
Nope, I like my idea much better. I'm gonna be a detective. A famous detective, and you're going to help me.
Fine. What else can I say? You start tomorrow morning. Nobody, not even Prosper, ever asked Scipio if he regretted riding the carousel.
One thing was for certain. Scipio was the happiest he had ever been in his entire life.
And Victor did add Scipio's name to his door. His sign now read, "Welcome to the offices of Victor Getz
And Scipio, the Thief Lord."